Still in the United States, the FBI says the man identified inside the Cybertruck that exploded outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas on Wednesday morning had no animosity towards President-elect Donald Trump and likely suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. According to FBI officials, Matthews Levelsberger, an active duty U.S. Army member from Colorado who was found dead inside the vehicle, also grappled with other family issues or personal grievances. The police say he also appeared to have suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound, describing his death as a tragic case of suicide. Officials say a series of notes he wrote suggests that the 37-year-old suffered from post-traumatic disorder. FBI officials say the deadly truck attack in New Orleans that left 14 dead on New Year's Day was unrelated to the explosion in Las Vegas. Let's bring you an update on the Israel-Gaza war. The war between Israel and Palestine has entered its 456th day. At least 22 Palestinians were killed and 14 others remain missing after Israeli airstrikes reportedly targeted various areas in Gaza City and the southern city of Khan Yunis. We have details in this report.
A medical source says 11 Palestinians were killed and others injured in an airstrike on a home in a neighborhood in an eastern Gaza city. Palestinian Civil Defense says its teams retrieved the bodies of 6 people killed in an Israeli strike which targeted a civilian vehicle in the eastern Satar area of Khan Yunis. Meanwhile, several members of the United Nations Security Council have expressed concern over Israeli attacks on the hospitals in Gaza. The Security Council meeting came following last week's raid on the Kamal Adwan Hospital and the arbitrary arrest and detention of its director, Hussam Abu Safia. Pakistan's envoy to the UN, Asim Iftikhar, told the Security Council meeting on the situation in the Middle East that the deliberate targeting of hospitals, personnel, patients and the wounded defies every principle of humanitarian law and has no justification. The ambassador asked the council to shoulder its responsibility and not to turn a blind eye to the tragedy, adding that silence is complicity. The envoy of France to the UN, Nicolas de Rivere, says France condemns the recent Israeli military assaults targeting several hospitals, in particular that of Kamal Adwan, insisting Israel must obey international humanitarian laws, including respect for the protection of medical staff and infrastructure. He called on Israel to allow the movement of humanitarian aid. On his part, Palestine's envoy to the UN, Riyad Mansour, was moved to tears as he recalled words that a doctor from the Médecins Sans Frontières, Mahmoud Abu Nujaila, wrote at Gaza's Al-Auda hospital before Israeli forces killed him in a missile strike in 2023. Mr. Mansour told the UN Security Council that Dr. Nujaila had written on a hospital whiteboard for planning surgeries, quote, "Whoever stays until the end will tell the story. We did what we could. Remember us."
We're still watching the world now. I'll be back with more stories after this break. Stay with us.